Hi, I'm Brian Kerriman. Welcome back to the Montgomery County Sentinel's Montgomery Undercover. Lots of news in the county this week, so let's get right to it. We're going to start with our social philosopher, Rob Mayer, who's convinced the machines are taking over. Rob?
The machines are taking over. We've all seen the Terminator movies, you know the plot. And something that happened to me recently that made me think that's not just a movie, that is our future. We all have a GPS, I assume, most of us do. I'm in my car, I'm in beautiful Springfield, Virginia. I have to drive to Colonial Beach, Virginia for a show. I'm pretty sure I have to take 95 South, but I type into the GPS the address. And I think 95 South, my memory serves me right, having lived in the area my whole life, that it's coming up on the right, but the GPS says turn left, so I assume maybe it's left. I show up to the light, there's a big sign, 95 South, arrow pointing to the right. My GPS says turn left, so what do? Well, the GPS, obviously, it's a machine, it knows better than my eyes. So I take a left, only to take another left, only to take another left. I do a U-turn, essentially, and then I take a right. I basically did what this $99 piece of junk that I bought at Best Buy told me to do, rather than my lifelong knowledge of the area and my actual ability to see the sign. So I think the GPS is just messing with me. I think it just said, look, this guy's a moron. And it just sent back to the master machine. It says, this guy's an idiot, he'll do whatever we say. So come a year from now, maybe 2 months, maybe 2 years, I'll be driving around, the GPS will say go this way, maybe it's a shortcut. Next thing you know, I'm falling off a cliff to my death. The machines are taking over. I'm an idiot. They win. I don't even, is that camera, why is it, what's the blue light? What is it? I'm out of here. I don't trust you. You're out to get me.
Thanks, Rob. You'll be back next week, right? Anyway, moving on. Sports. Lots going on in the world of sports this week, and for that, let's go to our sports anchor, Brandy Sims. Brandy?
Hey, thanks, Brian. The University of Virginia football program has received verbal commitments from 2 players with Montgomery County ties. Good Counsel quarterback Brendan Whitey Marshall and former Wooten standout Sadiq Olanrewaju have both made pledges to the Charlottesville school. Olanrewaju is a 6'6", 270-pound offensive lineman who currently attends the Salisbury School in Connecticut. I caught up with Marshall and asked him about his commitment to the Cavaliers.
Just everything, really. You know, the coaches, the school itself, the education. I like the way, Coach London's, bring the program about. He's all about, family, faith, then football, of course academics before all that. So, I mean, he's a great guy, and I got to meet, the quarterback coach and just see the campus, and it's just beautiful, so I really like it.
Over at Springbrook, the Blue Devils have named 37-year-old Adam Barr as the school's new head football coach. Barr is a longtime assistant at the Silver Spring School and replaces Rob Wendell, who stepped down earlier this year. For the latest sports news, stay tuned right here and check us out online at thesentinel.com. I'm Brandy Sims. See you next time.
Thanks, Brandy. And moving on into health news. We'd like to find out what the health literacy of the population is, so for that, we sent our favorite medical reporter, Wendy Leonard, out to find out. So join us and join Wendy in Wendy's Med Quest.
ZG.
Hi.
Wendy Leonard, nice to meet you.
Hi.
All right, your first medical question is, ready?
Yeah.
Can you catch warts from a frog?
Warts? Well, I guess there's a lot of frogs. Yes.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I guess there's a lot of. I have no idea. There's a lot of frogs out there, and I don't know. They carry. I don't know. They carry a lot of. I guess they carry diseases around. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, no.
Oh God.
Number 2, which is bigger, your large intestine or your small intestine?
Your small intestine.
Ding, 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 absolutely correct. Your small intestine's 15 to 32 feet long, and your large intestine's only about 5 feet. It's an issue of diameter. What is the cure for the common cold?
Cure for the common cold.
Any cure, any cure.
I know one thing is, I guess, raising your body temperature, heat, something like that. I mean, because it'll kill the virus. That's anything that's foreign to your body.
Common colds.
Common colds?
Viral.
Oh.
Bacterial.
Okay. I don't know. I guess antibiotic? No, it's not bacterial. Rest? I don't know.
All right. Trick question. There is no cure for the common cold.
Oh, all right.
But rest, fluids, decongestants, antihistamines are good treatments. Number 2.
Okay.
What is the cure for the common cold?
What's the cure in common cold? I have no idea.
Ah.
I have no idea.
Number 2. Which is bigger, your large intestine or your small intestine?
It's a trick question, actually. Let's see here.
Explain why you think it's a trick question.
I believe it is your small intestine because it is, if I'm correct, it's longer, and so therefore it takes up more capacity, but it's just smaller in, I guess, girth.
That is absolutely correct.
Thank you.
Number 3. What is the cure for the common cold?
Rest, water.
Those are really good treatments. There is
Yeah.
no cure for the common cold.
Yeah.
You still
Oh, I'm sorry, cure. That's right.
Cure.
Yeah, my fault. There is no
okay.
such thing as a
There
cure.
is not
Yeah.
currently.
Yeah.
Is there a cure for AIDS yet? Out?
Is there a cure for AIDS?
Yes.
No. Currently, there's no cure for AIDS,
Right.
but there are really good treatments, and they're getting better and better all the time, and they continue to research it.
Okay, great.
How many kidneys do you have?
Most people have 2.
Okay. I didn't get you then.
You did not stump me.
Where does cancer come from? If someone says I need chemotherapy,
Right.
where does that cancer
You
originate?
mean how do they get the cancer?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, depends upon the cancer. Some cancers are viral. Some cancers are just genetic. Basically, cancer cells are an overproduction of cells. They don't have the right shut-off valve, and so it just depends.
Okay. I'll accept that. That's
Thank
fine.
you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what kind of question am I allowed to ask you?
Medical.
Anything medical.
Anything medical.
Uh-huh.
Oh my. What is the most common non-contagious disease?
Heart disease.
Tooth decay.
Really?
Tooth decay is much more common than heart disease.
Join me this week and in the weeks ahead for Wendy's MedQuest.
Thanks a lot, Wendy. Stay tuned next week for more in Wendy's MedQuest. Moving on, we want you to take a look at a very serious issue. How are you in this county notified in case of a man-made or natural disaster? It's a serious issue with some silly repercussions, and we've taken a long, hard, fast look at it. Follow us. Spring, when a young man's fancy turns to love. And of course us older folks too. It's also a great time of the year for the flowers. They smell great. Weather's nice. It's also the time of the year when we get the most dangerous thunderstorms. And there's a local group responsible for letting the entire country know about that. It's situated right here in Montgomery County, and it is the National Weather Service. So what happens in the case of inclement weather? Well, the National Weather Service, in order to alert homeowners in the event of, say, a tornado, if there's an actual tornado warning issued, you'll have programming interrupted, and then across the country in most counties, you'll hear the blare of sirens warning you that inclement weather is approaching. That is pretty much everywhere in the country except in the county that's home to the National Weather Service. In Montgomery County, you won't hear sirens because there are none, and there haven't been any since 1993. No, I love it when you giggle. It's, oh, gotta go. So, how does Montgomery County alert you in case of inclement weather? Well, you've got to subscribe to a service called Alert Montgomery, and then they'll send you a text message on your cell phone or your computer. But wait, you say, what if I don't subscribe to Alert Montgomery? What if my cell phone or computer is turned off? What if I'm a transient just passing through the area? Or God forbid, I'm homeless? Well, guess what? In all of those cases, you're screwed. Hey, you know what? Let's put it another way. Remember the good old inter-county connector? Yep, that's right, the ICC. If the ICC cost $1 to build, it would take merely 1/3 of 1 cent to provide adequate coverage and the air raid sirens needed in this county in order to notify residents and everyone else of any impending man-made or natural disaster. But no, the county would rather spend $1 of your hard-earned money building a road to nowhere than 1/3 of 1 penny keeping you safe. And that's the biggest tragedy. No, seriously, look, it's a great day. You get off work, I get off work, we'll go down to the... Gotta go. Anyway, the guy who's in charge of keeping us safe in the county is a guy by the name of Chris Voss. And Chris says we don't need the sirens. Besides, he says, only 65% of us may even hear them when they go off. But I got news for you. Even using his numbers, that means 3 times the number of people will hear and react and take action than using the county's current system if they get 100% compliance. The fact of the matter is you want to alert as many people as quickly as possible, and the best way to do it is a siren. If you've ever lived through a tornado, as I have, you know that to be a fact. And you don't need any numbers or any studies to prove it. So, in this county, grow up, get wise, and invest in some sirens. It's not that much money, and it'll save a lot of people's lives. No, it's not that bad, not yet. But if you do have a problem with the way the county informs you, notifies you of natural and man-made disasters, let them know. Nothing will change unless there's pressure from you. That's it for this week's edition of Montgomery County Undercover. Remember, you can get us online at www.thesentinel.com. You can look us up on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Like I said, we're everywhere, baby, and we're looking out for you. Thanks again. See you next time.